Hey, Tej here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott wave theory and provide multiple scenarios price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different options. Before that, getting into the Elliott wave count itself, let's take a look at RSI. We had this trend line here on RSI as well, and we definitely see that break down. This was way clearer on ETH. But definitely can be viewed on Bitcoin as well, depending on your time frame of choice. You have to be adjusting these. Now, currently, we did create another trend line here. Before breaking this to the upside, I'm still expecting us to go down a bit more. Of course, there's a couple of different counts here on Elliott waves, so we are going to be tracking those as well. So what do I have here is two different ideas. One is saying that, okay, we have this as a wave 1, 2, then this would be 3, 4, and then looking for that last fifth. I think we were covering this same count yesterday as a possibility in which wave 4 would end up here. We would get to the 1-to-1 extension of this WXY. Did not hit the 38.2 retracement of that third move, but it's still okay. That is general area where we definitely expect wave 4 to go to. Doesn't really have any other confluence there, so I wasn't taking any new short setups at all. Then we were looking at this possibility as a possible 5-way move. However, it definitely reminds more of a 3-way move rather than 5. But again, if we want to be more bearish and still look for this fifth to happen on this, where is this fifth? Down here. Then I would feel like we need to start moving downwards. Otherwise, this is just becoming way too large of a correction compared to this wave 2. So that's why we definitely need to be moving now. I'll label this as a possible 1-2, 1-2. There is a possibility that this is not a leading contracting diagonal in which we would have this as a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. But again, that is way more bearish than I want it to be, and if we can fit a leading diagonal into it, it is not as bearish, meaning that it could be more likely in this case, so that's why I have it labeled as such. Then I would be looking for wave 3, 4 and 5. Now this is definitely not the best looking count, but again it is possible. 1.618 extension of that third wave would be around 20.6k. At which I would be starting to look for divergences for the fifth and third, after which, and then again fifth and third here as well. So yeah, those would be the overall what I would be looking for with this count. After that point, a bit higher time frame, I would be looking for a divergence between this third here, or basically this third. I think it's the lowest on RSI here, and look for those divergences happening here on higher time frame to see and confirm that, okay, these are about to be done. Is there a possibility to go along? The other option was that wave 4 was already complete earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Wave 4 would be very small in comparison. However, it is kind of similar size as the wave 2 here. So that's why I'm having this as a possibility as well. At this point, we would have this already complete as a 5-way move. Wave 5 is not truncated, it just went below the third. It is very small though, so that makes it less likely. If we are still tracking this count, however, we would have this as a 3-way structure. We would have this something like that, and then 3 waves, giving us this WXY. I think it went to the 1-to-1 extension here. Let's make sure that 1-to-1, yeah, right around that 1-to-1 extension. It looks pretty okay. I think that would be only the W structure here. If we are looking at higher time frame, we were looking at this possibility of having this as some kind of a flat pattern, expanded flat pattern, or this would be the start of something, this 5-way structure. So we would be looking for a partner leg here for continuation downwards. This definitely does not feel like it does want to do this, as of yet at least, because it is very corrective looking and it is very small in price as well. So to me, I feel like this would fit the idea of having this as a B wave better than a wave 2, because we are just doing this zigzag pattern, wasting time and creating this possible A wave, then B, and then looking for that C wave here as a 3-wave pattern downwards. But again, anything can happen still, and the current high that we had here was just a W. If we want to be labeling this as correctively, we would be looking at this first structure as an ABC instead of that 5-wave as we were talking about it. And then we would be looking this again 3 waves into X, and then instead of this being the wave, another wave 1, I would label this as wave A, B, and then C. This wave B is very short, however, so let's take a look at how much did it retrace. Not nearly enough for 382, so that's definitely not something I really like too much, but at the moment it still is looking fine. If the price goes below the 1.618 here around 20.8k, then I would be concerning or saying that okay, this is no longer WXY, and indeed it would be something else, for example the impulse wave count. Currently, however, we hit the 1.236 extension of this WXY here, so it is looking pretty okay here. I took a scalp long here on ETH. Did not hit it on Bitcoin as I hadn't prepared this count before the drop was done, but I had that on ETH as well, or had prepared it on ETH. So yeah, at least I'm getting something if this is turning up higher. To me, that was a starter position. I'm still expecting this to turn down once more, possibly, because we did get that very low RSI here, and I'm expecting again this to be possible wave 4. This is very often the case where this was going to be the wave 4 of something impulsive. However, again, this is very long of a wick, so we'll see if we can actually take down the lows here before going up again. On this count, however, we would be expecting this to be the X wave, and then we would be looking for that wave Y here. Overall, where we would be expecting it is at least the 38.2 retracement here, which is again from the start of this whole move back upwards. So that is the expectation. That would be around 22.45k. Let's see if there is any other confluence around there. There's some some dailies there, a bit higher on that weekly and daily. That definitely is going to be an interesting area. There's support, previous support, probably turning into a resistance most likely. We'll see if we can catch some scalp shorts there at least, if not anything else. But yeah, I feel like that is pretty much all the options I see at the moment for Bitcoin. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below, and for now I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.